Bishop legacy. Tommy's first watchmaking ceremony was nothing like he expected. In a workshop that existed between seconds, surrounded by bishops from every era, he carefully assembled gears that would bend time itself. His grandfather, both young and old versions, stood watching proudly as Tommy completed the final calibrations. Each watch has a twin, his grandfather explained. That's the real secret. They're quantum entangled across time, always seeking their other half. Your watch's twin. It's the one Alice carries. Alice blushed, and Tommy nearly dropped his tools. He'd noticed how their watches always seemed to work better when they were together, creating cleaner temporal jumps with less distortion. The society had bigger concerns, though. More rogue time travelers were appearing, armed with crude devices that tore through history like bulldozers. Dr. Wells had been just the beginning. Someone was mass-producing unstable time machines and selling them to the highest bidders. The culprit, they discovered, was a bishop, Tommy's great-uncle Marcus, who'd vanished decades ago after a falling out with the family. He'd spent years in a pocket dimension, perfecting his dangerous technology. He's trying to democratize time travel, Alice explained during a stakeout in 2089. Sounds noble, but his machines are unstable. They're creating fractures in the timeline. These fractures manifested as temporal storms, swirling vortexes where different times collided. Tommy and Alice witnessed dinosaurs rampaging through Victorian London, smartphones appearing in ancient Rome, and future technology seeping into the past. The society mobilized all its agents, but the storms were spreading. Tommy noticed something odd. The storms seemed to avoid areas where proper bishop watches were present. The watches weren't just time machines. They were anchors, helping to stabilize the timeline. We need more watches, Tommy announced to the Society Council, not just for travelers, but as temporal stabilizers. We have to place them throughout history. It was Alice who solved the final puzzle. The pocket watch in your grandmother's attic. It wasn't just left there by chance. That's one of the anchor points. There are thousands more, hidden in attics, museums, and antique shops throughout time. Working together, the young bishops began a new project, Operation Timekeeper. They would create and distribute watches to key points in history, ensuring the stability of time itself. Each watch would wait for the right person to find it, continuing the cycle. As Tommy placed another watch in another attic, he smiled at Alice. You know what this means. Somewhere out there, right now, another young bishop is finding their first watch. And the story begins again, she replied, taking his hand as they prepared to jump through time once more.